This morning is back to school season. Who's heading back when?
Plus, updates on the death of the UW Whitewater gymnast. Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Happy Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Michelle Renee Quinn, filling in for Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrianne Lee. Thanks for waking up with us on this Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, just a couple of days from Friday, but we won't jump ahead too far.
Not too far. It's back to school season. We've got everybody heading back right now.
Yes, everyone's headed back to that classroom today. I know summer just zipped on by. It did for me, at least.
It did for you because you sent a little one back. How did that go?
It was an emotional time, but I'm so excited to see how she does this school year. So.
All right, well, let's see what she needs. If she needs a jacket, let's send it on over to Savannah Brito.
Guys, I do think that they will want the jacket early this morning, but you're not going to need that later this afternoon. Temperatures warm up very similar to yesterday, if not a little bit warmer. So we'll be pushing that 80-degree mark already by the afternoon. I think we'll already be into the 60s probably by the time we head into that 9 a.m. hour, and then heading into lunchtime, that's when temperatures are already going to be pushing the 70-degree mark. And then a few spots could break out that 80 between about 2, 3, and 4 p.m. Right now, though, temperatures are still a little bit cooler. 40s out there west of Madison, 47 in Middleton, 45 in Cross Plains. We are holding on to 53 right now in Madison. We do have lower temperatures outside of Dane County, too. Black River Falls only at 41. Janesville down to 48 this morning. Dew points are lower, though, so yes, it's cool, but also comfortable. And our winds finally started to calm down, at least here in Madison. That's going to change later this afternoon. Not so much the dew points, but winds are going to increase, and then dew points change tomorrow. Could that lead to storm chances? I'll answer that coming up.
Thanks, Savannah. Back to school season is underway. Many kids in the Madison School District and other areas are headed back to school. They started yesterday. For MMSD, it was the first day for 4K through kindergarten, 6th and 9th grade, and early childhood. But today, all Madison students are back to school. Verona will also have all of their students back today. Sun Prairie, Monona Grove, and Middleton Cross Plains all started school yesterday. Plus, UW-Madison kicks off classes today.
In the classroom, phones seem to be as prevalent as book bags and pencils. Some students say it's not an addiction or obsession, but rather something they've learned to live with. But educators and health professionals alike are concerned about mental health and learning disruptions. More and more districts are limiting cell phone use in the classroom, but some health experts say phones should be absent from schools altogether.
Spending time on the phone scrolling during a classroom activity or a learning session, it really negates the children's ability to absorb that information or learn that information.
He says parents can help students adjust to phone-free schools by putting their own devices away. He suggests parents, teachers, and students work together to create a healthy and supportive learning environment.
New this morning, a man is in custody in connection with the fatal shooting of the UW Whitewater gymnast Kara Welsh. 23-year-old Chad Richards is facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Investigation determined there was an altercation before the shooting. Police say he and the victim knew each other. Richards was listed on UW Whitewater's wrestling team for the 2021-22 season. A judge ordered Richards to be held on a $1 million bond.
Given the gravity of this offense, it is the most grave offense that can be charged in the state of Wisconsin and carries with it a life imprisonment.
Meanwhile, UW Whitewater students returned to classes yesterday. Many are feeling mixed emotions. Some students say they're relieved the suspect is in custody, while others say they're still trying to process what happened.
Definitely some grief happening. I mean, very sad time. I mean, it's just really heartbreaking to see that happen and hear about it.
UW Whitewater said in a statement, quote, "Our coaches and players have decided that they will not be speaking publicly at this time. We are focused on providing outreach and support to our students, faculty, and staff."
Time now is 6:04. President Biden will be in Wisconsin tomorrow. He'll be speaking in Westby. That's about 40 minutes outside of La Crosse. He'll speak about his Investing in America agenda and how it's benefiting communities across Wisconsin. The location and exact time of the event is unknown at this time, but he's expected to speak sometime in the afternoon. This is his first visit to the state since coming to Madison on July 5th.
Also coming to Wisconsin this week is former President Donald Trump. He's set to attend a rally in Madison this Saturday. This is after he held a town hall in La Crosse last week. Meanwhile, a number of top Republican surrogates will visit Milwaukee tomorrow. They'll attend a town hall organized by the Trump-Vance campaign. The list includes former Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson, U.S. Representative Brian Stile, and Monica Crowley.
And meanwhile, new advertising numbers shed insight into the millions of dollars candidates are spending in Wisconsin. Political reporter Will Keneally breaks it down.
So here's what the spending breakdown looks like for the month of August. Now, the Harris campaign is outspending the Trump campaign nationally across the airwaves, but here in Wisconsin, the Trump campaign is actually outspending the Harris campaign by about $1 million. Now, this comes after a historic surge in fundraising for Harris in the weekend after Biden dropped out of the presidential race. $100 million in the first 36 hours of Harris taking over at the top of the ticket. Now, this is all against the backdrop of Wisconsin playing a critical role in this fall's election. Here's political science professor Anthony Chergosky.
Wisconsin was the decisive state in the 2020 election. It was the decisive state in the 2016 election. And we know that in both of those elections, Wisconsin was decided by about 20,000 votes each. So we would fully expect the 2024 campaign to follow that pattern.
Now, as we look back to August of 2020, as Chergosky was mentioning there, it was a little bit of a starker picture. We saw the Biden campaign outspend the Trump campaign by a much wider margin nationally. And back in the Badger States, we saw the Democratic ticket outspend the Republican ticket there as well. Now, we'll continue to keep an eye on this ad spending, as well as fact-checking these ads for you as the campaign gets into full swing here.
Former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are just 6 days away from their first debate. Today, both campaigns are expected to focus on the economy. Harris will stop in Pennsylvania, where she will unveil another part of her economic plan. But while CBS News ballot analysis shows every swing state is tight, former President Trump still leads on the economy. All of this as mail-in ballots start going to some voters as soon as Friday, and early voting begins September 29th.
Now on to local politics. Dane County is offering residents 2 public hearings for the 2025 budget. The hearings will be held on September 11th and 12th. Both will take place at 6 p.m. Half of the departments will present their budget request at one meeting, while the other half presents in the other. Residents can attend both in person and virtually. Those who wish to attend virtually are required to register by 5:30. You can find a list of when each department will give their presentation on our website, channel3000.com.
And we're going to send it over to Savannah Brito with what's coming up, our weather.
Guys, a cold front going to drop our temperatures and spark some showers. We'll talk about when that'll be the case coming up.
And this morning, our back to school week continues live in the 608. We are at Heritage Elementary, a brand new school here in Waunakee, as all kids head back in the district. We're going to be speaking to the new superintendent of Waunakee coming up next on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
If you've been injured in a truck crash, you know what a life-changing experience it can be. What you may not know is that trucking law is extremely complex. We have a powerful team with the knowledge and resources needed to win. Don't wait. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We have a history of top-notch results and over 35 years of winning for injured people. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The kindness, the efficiency, the respect was amazing.
From start to finish, they will take care of you.
I never hesitate with family, friends, neighbors to recommend Cardinal, and nobody has come back to me and said I was wrong.
Dreaming about house projects? Do it during this fun event and save on wood, carpet, tile, and luxury vinyl. We'll help you with our interior design staff and the best installers in the business. Save at H&R Carpets and Flooring, Waunakee.
I'm exhausted. and really need help. Shopping for a mattress is just so confusing, and I'm scared I'll choose the wrong one.
Sounds like you've got mattress shopophobia. At Slumberland, we make things easy. Our sleep counselors are here to help guide you to find the best mattress solution. No jargon, just support.
I'd like to sleep on it.
Sure, no pressure here.
No, I'd like to take this home and sleep on it.
Visit Slumberland. Stop stressing and start sleeping. Shop risk-free with our 365-night guarantee.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with our lowest prices of the season, like the Radley sectional $24.78 and the Hedworth Queen Bed $6.74. Plus, don't miss great financing today at Macy's.
I was a Kamala Harris supporter. That changed after an illegal alien murdered my son, running him over, then driving back and forth over Drew's body 3 times. The man who killed my son had been arrested previously, but Kamala Harris let him go. As San Francisco's DA, Kamala was soft on crime. As a senator, she supported releasing criminal aliens back into our neighborhoods. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures. Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5. Pretty good. Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meat.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
It is 6:11 on your Wednesday morning, and we're in the 6:08. More kids return to the classroom today in many districts across southern Wisconsin. And Josh Prater continues our back-to-school coverage live in Waunakee this morning. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, we're here at the Waunakee Community School District in the brand new Heritage Elementary that is now open for students in its first year. And this morning we also have a special treat for you. We are meeting the new Waunakee Community Superintendent, Dr. Brown. Dr. Brown up early with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, and thank you for having me.
Yes, you bet. Welcome to Waunakee and happy first week of school. How are you feeling going into your first week?
I feel really good. It's always a special day when our students are back in the buildings with us.
You know, what is it like to be here in Waunakee, and also you're opening up a brand new elementary school, which looks great?
Yes, well, it has been an amazing experience so far. Meeting parents and students and our great administrators, both at the district level as well as our building principals. It's been a wonderful experience so far. The board has been very supportive. And my first 60 days has been nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, and a busy 60 days, I would imagine. So you look at this brand new building that we're in, Heritage Elementary. This is the future of education right here.
Exactly, exactly. And as education evolves over time, we know that casting a vision forward for what education should look like, it needs to look like for students, will continue to be part of our journey as we educate our students at the highest level.
So some kiddos started yesterday. Everyone here in the district going back today. So this is a big day for Waunakee.
Today is official first day. Yes.
That's got to feel pretty good.
Yes, absolutely. We get to see all of our students from K5 all the way up to K4 all the way up to 12th grade. And so we're looking forward to building and with our staff so we can have
It is going to be a great year. Yes. And, you know, for would you have for the families that maybe have a little of those first day jitters?
Sure. What I would say is parents could have a conversation with their children about what it was like when they first went to school, provided that it was a positive experience. But share with the students to get to know their fellow classmates, get to know their teachers. Do not be afraid to ask questions and let our staff know what they need so that they can feel safe and learn at the highest level.
Very well said. Well, Dr. Brown, nice to meet you, and thank you so much for having us in this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, we apologize for a few
Community
technical
School District. You can go to the story up on
there.
channel3000.com.
But Josh, we will check back in with you in just a little bit. Thank you. And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us in the 608 at WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured.
Meteorologist Savannah Brito is here now with your first warn weather.
Thank you, guys. Good morning. Temperatures are going to be beautiful out there again, a little warmer than yesterday. Here's the thing to note. Lower humidity is going to continue today before we see dew points spike at least a little bit tomorrow. We're not talking as high of levels compared to last week. We had those string of days in the 90s, but still more humid than what we have seen the last couple of days expected tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, temperatures quickly warming. We'll be already pushing the 60-degree mark and then into the lower 60s between 8 and 9 a.m., pushing lunchtime the lower 70s. And then I think a couple spots could top out at 80. It's likely everyone makes it into the mid to upper 70s at least. We have that southerly wind. Winds will gust up to 15 to 20 miles per hour, so it will be a little on the breezier side today, similar to yesterday, but again, a little warmer out there where a couple spots could top out at 79 or even 80 degrees. Clouds then are going to increase. This is 4 in the morning. You can see areas south and also west of La Crosse start to see some of those clouds increasing more than what we'll see locally until we get into about that 7, 8, 9 a.m. time frame. So we will be mostly clear overnight and then turning quickly over to mostly cloudy conditions, and a couple of spotty showers start to develop on radar as we head for that lunchtime or noon hour. I think there'll be a little bit more widespread, scattered to widespread as we head into that 3 to 4 p.m. time range. Lone Rock, Wisconsin Dells, Boscobel, and then areas west of Platteville. Some spotty showers. Can't rule out a few pockets of brief heavier showers. Not enough because a lot of places are abnormally dry now, actually, according to the latest drought monitor. But winds, they actually are going to shift back out of the north, and that's one of the reasons behind our cooler temperatures. This being the main reason that cold front knocks our temperatures down after the showers that we're going to see and what we just talked about Thursday, late afternoon into the early evening. Could see a couple lingering ones behind that into Friday morning, but then the fall-like weather, that's going to come behind the cold front. We dropped to 69 only on Friday, 63 is the high Saturday. Check out our nighttime temperatures too. Friday and Saturday nights, we're forecasting the lower to mid 40s in a couple areas, could even drop into the upper 30s. So some chillier nights ahead.
Savannah, thank you so much. And it's Madison Metropolitan School District that is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and you're invited. The celebration will take place this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Central Hispanio of Dane County. There will be live music and food, plus free books from the Madison Reading Project. Attendees will also have the opportunity to meet district staff, including new superintendent Dr. Joe Gothard. They'll talk about MMSD's multilingual educational offerings, literacy initiatives, and student support resources. Parking will be limited at the event. Transportation from certain locations will be offered. More information about the event can be found on our website right now. That's channel3000.com.
Students can apply to Wisconsin Department of Transportation's $6 million grant program. The program aims to help 13,000 students for their driver's education course. Those who qualify for free or reduced lunches are able to apply. Grants allow students to take any driver's ed program from an authorized provider. Head to wisconsindot.gov for more information and the application.
In other news, the Iowa County Sheriff's Office and Dodgeville Police Department will help in the escort of the late U.S. Army Corporal Robert P. Reyes tomorrow. He was reported missing in action during the Korean War and was accounted for in March of this year. The escort goes from Milwaukee to Dodgeville. It's expected to go through downtown Dodgeville at around 7:30 p.m. The family in VFW Post 7345 are asking people to place American flags along the route. That can be found on the Iowa County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. And still ahead, Krispy Kreme is going pink for Barbie's 65th birthday.
And coming up in our next half hour, how the Madison School District is supporting families and adjusting to new bus routes this back-to-school season.
Eric Franke, News 3 Now at 5, 6, and 10. Moving forward.
Women need to pay close attention
to what Eric Hovde says about access to abortion.
Hovde's all in about opposing reproductive rights.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
And he wanted Roe overturned.
Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned?
Yes. So Eric Hovde is okay with politicians overruling decisions of doctors like me.
My patients worry about what Hovde will take away next.
A vote for Eric Hovde means we'll lose even more control over our lives.
Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
Millions of small businesses choose Spectrum Business, and each one is unique. But there is something you all have in common. You're tough, made to take it all on. That's why Spectrum Business is made to work, made to help you power through it all with reliable connectivity. That means fast internet, business phone, TV, and mobile solutions. Small businesses are made to keep on going, which is why Spectrum Business is made to work. Get Spectrum One for Business, one advanced connectivity solution for only $49.99 per month.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. It takes a rebel to make something beautiful. Beauty takes courage. It's an act of joy. So resist the ordinary and embrace the wow at Florin Decor.
I love the great outdoors. From indoors, it's a vibe. Do I enjoy being in nature? Do I like looking at it? For sure. So if maintaining forests maintains my happy place, yeah, I'm gonna be a papertarian. Living room, sanctuary. Bathroom, sanctuary. Other living room? Well, that's just extra. In America, we have private forests. So when you choose this, the forest people will replenish that. So those outdoor creatures can stay where they belong.
Democrats say everything's great, but when you're on a fixed income struggling to pay for gas, groceries, or medicine, it doesn't feel great.
Biden-Harris created this mess.
And Tammy Baldwin's been right there with them.
25 years in Washington. What's she done?
Raised taxes.
Added trillions in new debt.
And gave stimulus checks to illegals.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
I like a stimulus check.
I'd like you to take out the trash.
We've been asking you to share your mornings with us. Now, this is a photo from our friend Gwen. She says it's Cosmos on fire. Look at that pink color, you guys.
I tell you.
So beautiful.
She's always getting the best shots in nature. I said this yesterday, but she's just really, just finding things out there and just, really just honing in on those photography skills.
And all right, that's the challenge
behind.
now.
It's not as green before.
Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
We need rain.
We know what that's a sign of. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the challenge, guys, to beat Gwen's photo. You gotta send a better one. Yes. Gwen's are really good, so good luck.
So send those in to us, Gwen. Thank you. But take a look at this. 2 people stranded on a racing yacht in southeastern Australia have been rescued after battling wild wind and massive waves for more than 18 hours. Those waves tossed the stricken yacht nearly 200 miles off the coast of Australia, and the yacht started to speed towards New Zealand. The Spirit of Mateship lost power and communications, being hit by winds of up to 56 miles per hour, as well as waves about 19 feet high. Multiple rescue attempts had to be put off due to safety issues, but luckily, a police boat and Australian Navy warship reached the yacht early yesterday. I can imagine being those people.
Yeah, seasick. I mean, just how high. I mean, look at that. It looks terrible. And I can't believe they had to delay rescue. I mean, I can because of the video.
Look at the waves, though.
Imagine being stuck, stranded, and you know that they literally can't make it out to you.
18 hours.
I know.
And you're trying to stay afloat on that boat, and it's just that sail.
That's even tipping.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I'll say the sail's ripped up. It's yeah.
Wow.
They're
Man
lucky.
overboard.
Yes, they're lucky to have made that.
Definitely.
Made it out there.
Glad everybody's safe.
Yes. All right, we'll take a look at this story here for all my girlies who love pink or love Barbie. Anyone?
It's for me.
Yes. This is donuts from Krispy Kreme. They're marking the 65th anniversary of Barbie with the limited edition pink box. You can choose the donuts named Barbie Pink, Malibu Dream Party, Barbie's Berries and Cream, and Barbie Sweet 65th. This Saturday, September 7th, all customers wearing pink can also get a free glazed donut at participating locations. But it looks like you might have to travel to West Allis just to get to the closest location.
It's a hike.
Yeah.
So who's going to West Allis? Because
Michelle,
I want a
Renee,
donut.
are you gonna bring donuts back?
Krispy Kreme is my favorite. I used to go there when I was younger with my grandparents.
It's so good.
And you don't have to just wear pink to get a free glazed donut. If the hot and ready sign is on and you go inside, you can get a free donut.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Fun
well,
fact.
You're not a real fan then.
I guess not.
She just likes the donut. She didn't say she was a fan. A big fan, big fan.
They are really good, but guys, like I said, that grass, it was dry in that picture, at least somewhat. Definitely not as much rain compared to what we started the summer out with. June and July were very well above average as far as rainfall rates went. Last month, though, August fell below. We're starting September off below, and abnormally dry conditions are returning to portions of southern Wisconsin. We'll show if you're included in that coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5. Incredible value for limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Donald Trump's back, and he's out for control.
I would have every right to go after them.
Complete control.
I will wield that power very aggressively.
And he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to make Donald Trump the most powerful president ever. Overhauling the Department of Justice, giving Trump the unchecked power to seek vengeance, eliminating the Department of Education, and defunding K-12 schools, requiring the government to monitor women's pregnancies, and severe cuts to Medicare and Social Security. Donald Trump may try to deny it, but those are Donald Trump's plans.
Well, revenge does take time, I will say that. And sometimes revenge can be justified.
He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with our lowest prices of the season, like the Radley sectional $24.78 and the Hedworth Queen Bed $6.74. Plus, don't miss great financing today at Macy's.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases like live streaming.
Get peace of mind with your annual Stanley Steamer dryer vent cleaning. We remove lint buildup to reduce the risk of fire and extend the life of your dryer. Plus, your clothes will dry faster too. Your dryer vent isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Gets your home cleaner.
This morning is the first day of school for everyone across Madison. Find out how the district is hoping to make the bus ride to school a smooth one.
Plus, just over 2 months out from Election Day, we look at the issue of abortion rights in Wisconsin.
Happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to News 3. And now this morning, it's 6:30. I'm Kyrie Lee.
And I'm Michelle Renee Quinn. Good morning. It's a chilly one. My toes were cold this morning. They're still cold now.
Yeah, I mean, it is cooler in here, but it's also cool outside this morning, but not for long. Things are going to be heating up. We're still holding on to summer here.
They are. Let's send it over to meteorologist Savannah Brito with your certified most accurate forecast.
Good morning, guys. Thank you. I think it's actually colder outside this morning. That's been the case the last couple of days compared to our studio. It's pretty cold in there, too. We always talk about that, but temperatures will be quick to warm. We'll be pushing the 80-degree mark by the afternoon between about 3 and 4 p.m. Lots of sunshine expected again, so almost similar conditions to yesterday, just slightly warmer. We don't have any rain in the forecast today, but tomorrow that's all going to change. Clouds quickly increase by mid to late morning Thursday, and then afternoon rain chances will take us through the evening and potentially the early nighttime hours. This is because of a cold front that's going to drop our temperatures to follow that. It's good news, though, because we do need the rain. Portions across southern Wisconsin actually abnormally dry now, mainly south of Madison, Camp Douglas, also up near the Dells. Abnormally dry conditions have returned. We'll talk about if there's a lot of rain in the forecast or if we could go a period without a lot. That's all coming up a little later.
Savannah, thank you so much. And as mentioned, it's back to school for everyone in Madison today.
We highlighted the first day for students entering a new school in the 608 yesterday. One of those students told us about her first day. Take a listen.
It feels good.
It feels good to be at school?
Yeah.
Who's your teacher?
Miss D. Christina.
And what do you know about your teacher?
That she's very kind.
Teachers and staff went all out in welcoming families there bright and early. District leaders say they're ready to make it the best school year yet, with some advice for parents too.
We want our parents to know that we are here to be partners with them, to really take on and educate their students. We know that you are sending them here to be loved on, and that is exactly what we want to do for them.
Return of school families are warming up to new routines, and part of that includes new bus schedules. The Madison Metropolitan School District serves more than 25,000 students across 52 schools. The district contracted First Student to help provide the transportation. District officials say they expect a smooth rollout for the new year.
The first couple of weeks are always difficult, right? New routes, new students, they may get on the wrong bus or not know exactly where it's going to go. But I know this much, we are going to communicate and we are going to have high expectations to ensure we get students to and from school or in an orderly way.
Dr. Joe Gothard says there are fewer bus stops on the routes. He says this makes the routes run more quickly. However, it does require some students to walk further to their bus stops and back home.
The district is aiming to avoid a repeat of the issues from last year. It was the first year of the district using First Student for transportation. The start of the school year was filled with delayed buses, missed stops, and forgotten students. Officials cited a shortage of bus drivers. The district then implemented staggered start and end times to ensure buses could transport every student on time. Now, a new app will allow parents to track their child's bus.
Time now is 6:33. We're following up on a story out of Juneau County. The district attorney will not pursue charges in connection with a fire at an Airbnb home. The fire killed 6 people renting the place in June. 3 children under the age of 8 were among the 6 victims. County documents show the property was not licensed to be rented. The home was located on Moral Smile Road in Necedah.
Madison police are investigating an assault in the downtown area. A man says he was beaten and dragged from a vehicle he was sleeping in. Officers were called to East Washington Avenue near the Salvation Army. Police say it happened around 4:30 Tuesday morning. They say the caller claimed she and a man were sleeping in the car when 3 men approached the vehicle, smashed the back window, and dragged the man out. As officers began searching for the man, he returned to the car. Police say he declined to give any information other than to ask for an ambulance. Officers are reviewing video evidence from the scene.
Platteville police say they are investigating a discovery of human remains. Police say 2 people made the discovery on Monday. This was in a heavily wooded area of the city. Law enforcement have confirmed the remains are an unidentified body. Police are now trying to identify the person and what led up to their death. If you have any information, please contact the Platteville Police Department.
The time now is 6:34, and every week until Election Day, we will be breaking down a key issue that matters to you.
It's part of our 3 for the People coverage. We intend to bring you the facts and information you need to know before you vote. This week, we're looking at abortion. Wisconsin has been at the focal point of this hotly debated topic.
Yes, and our Braden Ross tells us what it looks like in Wisconsin today and what the election means for the issue moving forward.
Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. The U.S. Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade.
It's one of the central issues of this campaign season. Abortion. But let's cut through the noise and take a look at the facts so you can make an informed decision this November.
The Wisconsin Department of Health Services tracks all abortions that happen in the state. Every year, they release a report like this one. The most recent one is from 2022. But because Roe was overturned that year and all abortions stopped in June, we're going to take a look at 2021. So here are the highlights. In 2021, there were about 6,500 reported abortions here in Wisconsin. The state hit its peak all the way back in 1980 at almost 22,000. Since then, the numbers have been steadily dropping. About 40% of abortions in 2021 were performed for women under the age of 24. A quarter of those were for girls in their teens. And in 2021, 88% of abortions were done within the first trimester of pregnancy. But in June 2022, things changed dramatically.
The overturn of Roe v. Wade, a 1973 United States Supreme Court decision enshrining the right to abortion nationwide, sent the question of legality back to the states. In Wisconsin, that meant the return of a pre-Civil War ban on the procedure, and abortion providers were forced to stop doing them immediately. For more than a year, Wisconsin abortion providers and women seeking them traveled across state lines to neighbors like Illinois and Minnesota for care. But advocates challenged the ban in court, and by September 2023, with a Dane County court decision in their favor, Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin started performing abortions in Wisconsin again.
So where does Wisconsin law stand right now?
We're in a little bit of a murky situation here in Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court has agreed to hear 2 cases challenging abortion restrictions in the state. But until then,
on a practical level, we are where we were pre-Dobbs.
Like before, there are still only 3 clinics in the state of Wisconsin that provide abortions, one in Madison, one in Milwaukee, and one in Sheboygan. The procedure is banned after 21 weeks and 6 days of pregnancy, but there are exceptions to save the pregnant person's life or preserve their physical health. Wisconsin also has a 24-hour waiting period, meaning patients must see their abortion provider in person at least twice before they can get the procedure.
All right, so where do the candidates stand on the issue?
Well, Vice President Kamala Harris has repeatedly said this about abortion.
And when Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedom, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
Former President Donald Trump has repeatedly said he's proud that Supreme Court justices he appointed helped to send the issue back to the states.
Getting it back to the states puts the question where it belongs.
But he's also gone back and forth on whether he would support a federal ban, despite advocating for one in the past. And when asked last week how he'd vote on a ballot measure in his home state of Florida that would ban the procedure after 6 weeks, he said this.
I think 6 weeks, you need more time than 6 weeks. So I'll be voting no for that reason.
That was our Braden Ross reporting. This is only the beginning of our deep dive into this issue, and we'll have more coverage throughout the week. Coming up after the break, a new form of financial fraud that's going viral.
And kiddos might want the jacket or at least a light sweatshirt before heading out, but temperature is going to warm pretty quickly. We'll show just how warm they're going to go, how long that'll last, and then the cool down that's expected to come.
And our back-to-school coverage continues live in the 608 this morning. We're checking out the brand new Heritage Elementary School. We're in the courtyard this morning where kids are going to be returning to all classes across the district. We're going to be talking to the superintendent coming up next live on News 3 Now this morning.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually. Right, Tom. Tom. You doing that on purpose?
Tam.
How have we got to Tam? Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Now at Menards. From heavy-duty construction projects to paint protection, Polar Plastics has a fitting solution for you. Get a 10-foot by 25-foot roll of plastic sheeting for $4.99 after rebate. Finish your project with sealants you can rely on. Add a 100% waterproof seal with Vulchem silicone sealant. Get a 10-ounce tube for $7.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Donald Trump's out for control, and he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to give Trump unchecked power, using the Justice Department to seek vengeance, monitoring women's pregnancies, cutting Medicare and Social Security. Those are Donald Trump's plans. He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sono Bello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I've had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's best offer of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, snatch waist. Loving the results. It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now, or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
It takes a rebel to make something beautiful. Beauty takes courage. It's an act of joy. So resist the ordinary and embrace the wow at Floor & Decor.
At 1-800-GOT-JUNK, we'll remove any size mattress, just $59. All you have to do is point. Have a box spring too? We'll take both for just $99. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Enjoy a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now.
In today's crazy political climate, we are constantly bombarded with information and misinformation. News 3 Now wants to make sure all the national noise doesn't drown out what's important right here in southern Wisconsin. 3 for the People highlights the issues and the races that matter where you live.
Talking with local candidates, looking at both sides of the issues and fact-checking it all so you can cast your vote with confidence.
3 for the People, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Welcome back. The time is 6:42. A viral TikTok trend is encouraging people to commit what amounts to check fraud, and it's all on video. People are posting videos to the app claiming to get free cash from Chase ATMs. They deposit checks made out to themselves for large amounts of money. They then withdraw as much as they can without going over the amount deposited. This so-called free money glitch is a criminal form of check fraud. We reached out to Chase Banks in Wisconsin, and their manager of regional communications had this to say, quote, "We are aware of this incident and it has been addressed regardless of what you see online. Depositing a fraudulent check and withdrawing the funds from your account is fraud, plain and simple."
Time now 6:43. Let's check in now with Savannah, who's standing by with our forecast today. What do we need to know?
Guys, it's cool early, but later this afternoon, temperatures warm up nicely. Beautiful day ahead. If you like summer-like weather, we're still going to see that today and tomorrow. In fact, we have that brief warm-up Wednesday and Thursday before temperatures are going to cool down again. I think there's a good chance we reach 80 or at least make a run for that. Mid to upper 70s definitely all across southern Wisconsin. So a little warmer than yesterday. It's still going to be breezy, but dry for now, even though we really could use some rain. Our winds are still out of the south. That That's also going to change ahead of Thursday. After Thursday's cold front, that's going to knock our temperatures down, spark some showers, and then our winds return back out of the north. That's another reason behind the cooler temperatures. We're going to see a fall-like weekend ahead. Some clouds start to build up overnight. I think as we head for daybreak or even after that, that's when we're going to turn from mostly clear skies to mostly cloudy skies. Mainly south and also northwest of Madison. That's where the cloud cover moves in from and will be more prominent overnight. Couple sprinkles then start to move in as we head for lunchtime, pushing 12, 12:30, even 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. But then the real activity, this is going to be ahead of that cold front. This comes late afternoon into the early evening. This is 3:34. Lone Rock, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin Dells, few spotty showers in Madison during that point in time. I think we could see a few showers linger into the nighttime hours. The rest, and then heading into the weekend, is going to be dry, but again, cooler than normal. We're going to be 10 to even close to 15 degrees below average. Friday's forecast high down to 69. Not as low as what's the forecast. These are afternoon temperatures, not nighttime temperatures. 63 is the forecast high Saturday afternoon. And then we'll slowly start to see things warm up. Then that's as we're heading into the second half of this upcoming weekend, Sunday. Early to midweek next week, that's when temperatures are going to be closer to normal. As far as rain goes, yes, we have that chance with that cold front Thursday afternoon, night, early Friday morning. But long term, we're looking at dry conditions, which is not good because abnormally dry conditions have actually returned south of Madison, Janesville, Monroe, Platteville, Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin Dells, also up near Camp Douglas. So no, it's not affecting Dane County and the Madison area right now, but with little to no rain in the forecast the next 10 days, I do think that's going to change. That gets updated every Thursday morning. That's used of data prior to Tuesday morning and beyond that from that prior week. So we're also tracking warmer temperatures eventually after a cool weekend. We still have some summer-like weather ahead.
Savannah, thank you. We'll check back in later. In the 6:08 this morning, more kids returned to the classroom today in many districts across southern Wisconsin.
That's right. Josh Prider continues our back-to-school coverage live in Waunakee this morning. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys. It is back to school week here on News 3 Now this morning, and today I find myself in Waunakee. We're checking out the brand new Heritage Elementary School, and we're kind of like in the middle of Heritage right now. We're in the courtyard. Dr. Brown, the new superintendent, joining us. This is so weird. It's like we're in the building, but we're not.
Exactly, exactly. So welcome to our wonderful learning space here. As you can see, it is a great opportunity for students and staff to bring kids here and extend learning beyond the classroom, but it's still inside the classroom, so to speak. So welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
Taking it outside, which I love. You know, this is obviously a special day because all kids here in the Waunakee Community School District return to the classroom, but this is also your first year here in the district. That's got to feel pretty good.
It feels really good. It has been a great 60 days so far. The community has embraced me as the new superintendent. I'm continuing to live, of course, but also learn and understand the landscape, the lay of the land here in Waunakee. My goal is to continue to expand the great things that are already happening here. My vision for Waunakee is to continue the high academic standards that have already been laid out for our students here. Safety is a priority, of course. We are all a part of keeping our buildings and campuses safe for the entire school year. Student and staff wellness is also very important to me. As we know, coming out of the pandemic 4 years ago, there are some things we have come to know and learn about how to better educate students in terms of what we need to do in the classroom. So we will make sure that our students are well and our staff are well. And then finally, we do have a question on the ballot for an upcoming referendum in November.
So that is a big thing for you guys because you're continuing your growth here, and it is the future of education we're talking about.
Absolutely. And so as I have learned prior to coming or making a decision to come to Waunakee, Waunakee is a destination district. Many of the families that I've talked to in my experience here so far have said to me, I came to Waunakee for the school district. And so we will continue to ensure that the great things that are already happening continue. And as I stated a little earlier, you saw the sign as you came through the door. It says we are going to have a great school year, and we will.
How could you not? I mean, you talk about a school like this. This is an exciting time in education, and you guys are really pushing that bar pretty high.
We are, and I'm thankful to be a part of raising the bar and expanding opportunities for our students. So once they graduate from Wanakee, our students can be their best selves as they move forward, and perhaps take our places someday.
Yeah, they're the future, that's for sure. Exactly. All right, so for those watching this morning, maybe they're a little nervous, those first day jitters, what advice do you have for some of those kiddos this morning?
So for our students who are arriving today, I would say come as you are, be yourself. Make sure you are teaming up with your classmates. Introduce yourself to your classmates that you may or may not know. Every student in this building is new to this building, so what an amazing experience. I would also say if you have questions, please make sure you reach out to your administrators. Ask your teachers for help whenever you need help, and just continue to have a wonderful learning experience. Take it all in. I always say we get 1 year every year for 13 years to fully educate our children. So we want to be our best selves so that our children can be their best selves as well.
And these are the memories that last a lifetime too, right? I still remember my first days of school.
Exactly. So be yourselves, have fun, and have a great school year.
All right, well said, Dr. Brown. Nice to meet you,
nice to meet
and
you
congratulations on coming here to Wanakee. This is incredible.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yes. All right. Happy first day of school, kids. I know Wanakee's not the only one where all kids are heading back to the classroom today. It is going to be a beautiful day to do some learning. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you so much. Don't get lost out there because it is a beautiful sight. I like that.
Yes, very beautiful.
All right, Josh, thank you. And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608.
You can reach out either on the social media or email at us at in the608@WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured.
And coming up in the morning sprint, new developments in the Manhattan criminal case against former President Donald Trump.
But first, we have two kids turning 3, Amelia and Olive. Happy birthday.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Here's a few things I believe. Middle-class families, like the one I grew up in, they want common sense solutions. You want lower prices and lower taxes. I believe you want to just not get by, but you want to get ahead. We must create an opportunity economy where everyone has a chance to get a car loan, buy a home, start a business. But most of all, that instead of being focused on the politics of the past, we need to be thinking about the future. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Hi. Deprioritized. But it's a work call. Oh, a work call? Oh, deprioritized.
T-Mobile home internet relies on cell phone towers, so when their network gets busy,
not the fridge, come on.
You can be deprioritized.
It's too bad, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Forget T-Mobile cell phone internet. Get home internet that puts you first. Get Spectrum.
Dutch Boy, it's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Dutch Boy Paint.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
What? No, these have at least a few hundred years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with our lowest prices of the season, like the Radley sectional $24.78 and the Hedworth Queen Bed $6.74. Plus, don't miss great financing. Today at Macy's.
Monday, help us pack the truck to kick off Coats for Kids.
Time now is 6:54. Let's get into the morning sprint.
The Juneau County District Attorney will not pursue charges in connection with a fire at an Airbnb home. The home was on Morris Mile Road in Necedah. The fire killed 6 people renting the place in June. 3 children under the age of 8 were among the 6 victims. County documents show the property was not licensed to be rented.
A 23-year-old man is in custody in connection with the deadly shooting of UW Whitewater gymnast Kara Welsh. Chad Richards is facing several charges. They include first-degree murder. Investigators found a confrontation took place before the shooting. Police say Richards and the victim, Kara Welsh, knew each other. He has no prior convictions for violent crimes.
Madison police are investigating an assault in the downtown area. Officers were called to East Washington Avenue near the Salvation Army. This happened around 4:30 Tuesday morning. A man says he was beaten and dragged from a vehicle he was sleeping in. Police say he declined to give any information other than to ask for an ambulance. Officers are reviewing video evidence from the scene.
Platteville police say they are investigating a discovery of human remains. Officers say 2 people found what they believe to be human remains on Monday. This was in a heavily wooded area of the city. Police are now trying to identify the person and what led up to their death. If you have any information, please contact Platteville Police Department.
Just in within the last few hours, an inquiry is blaming governments and firms for a chain of failures leading to the Grenfell Tower fire in 2017. The fire engulfed the high-rise apartment building in West London. The report says manufacturers and regulators ignored safety concerns and concealed fire risks. 72 people died from the fire.
And a federal judge will not intervene in the Manhattan criminal case against former President Donald Trump. Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records. He did so to hide an alleged affair before the 2016 election. The former president hoped to have the case moved to federal court. He's expected to be sentenced in 2 weeks.
We still do have a couple of warmer days ahead. 80 the forecast today, up to 82 tomorrow. Before those fall-like temperatures are set to return by the weekend, we're down to 63 Saturday. Slowly starting to warm the second half of it, 68 Sunday, and then the mid to upper 70s return. So summer is not over yet. We still have a few weeks.
And we'll soak up the sun while we can.
Absolutely. Love the summer weather.
I'm holding on. I'm holding
too.
on. All right, Savannah, thank you. We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.